G'day everyone, Raid Zero AU and welcome back to another episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival in Alpha 3. This is episode 26 and we're continuing on with our capital vessel build today. So I'm just going to come in a bit closer here. Whoops, put my helmet on. Jetpack, make sure the jetpack's on. Alright. So, first thing I want to do before I do anything else is, now let's see, this is 1, 2, 3. Right, so this one's going to come across here. Which means that one, just going to leave that out there. It's probably not going to be out this wide, but what I want to then do is I'm just going to colour the whole thing blue. That just tells me that's the front. That's the direction that it's facing. I mean, I know it from the door down here, but once we get other things in the way, it might be a little bit harder. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to bring these up to the same height. I'll bring that over for now. Now, luckily at the moment, we don't have to worry about structural integrity when it comes to capital vessels. We are going to have to worry about that in the future, but make hay while the sun shines, so they say. Okay, now before I do anything else, what I am going to do is just down the bottom here, we'll do it sort of almost right towards the centre. What I did do is I made a small generator and a small fuel tank, and the reason being that I just want to be able to power the thing up so we can put some lights on it, and it means if we need to move it at any stage we can just destroy it and rebuild it using the small constructor on the small vessel there. Alright, let's just fill that up. Right, there we go. So this will now enable us to just dot a few lights around, just to help with lighting up here. That'll help up there. And then I'm going to want that'll do. Alright, so we've got that and that. This section can just come over here. That's joined up, that's joined up. Okay, so then this section here probably needs to come up about another 3. Doesn't need to come up very high at all. What's that one? There. Like that. Okay. Yep. That'll work, I think. It's going to all be disastrously wrong. So we want it 7, I think. Yeah. Okay, that can go there. No. It's not what I wanted. This one here. Whoops. Okay. So that puts that in there. Now, this may be the tricky bit. And probably want it closer to... Yep. 3, 4. Alright, let's just turn ourselves a little bit like this. Okay. Back to the hangar doors. And this is going to be quite difficult, I think, to actually get these. That's too big. So maybe it's the next one down. 13 by 7. 9 by 5. Is that going to be big enough? That is the question. How many of these have we got? 1, 2, 3. Right. Take that one out. Alright. So what we want now is maybe that one to go there. Okay. Now with those in place, we should be able to take these. You know what? I'm just going to chuck a block in there and a block in there, just to make sure that one's okay, that one's okay. I know we're not dealing with structural integrity, but it still worries me. So, okay. Now, the question is, I'm just wondering if that's actually big enough. Let's go try it. We'll do is see if that is actually turn it slightly. Well, it's big enough. Ow! It's a bit weird. Little bit weird, but effectively what we could do is you could turn yourself onto, let's just straighten ourselves up a bit to this kind of angle, and then you could kind of angle yourself. Alright. Bottom line is technically it should work. Might be a bit weird and it might look like we're getting eaten by the capital vessel at times. But that should work. Okay. Good-o. So now, what I can do is fill in this part here. Just fill in the gaps on the sides. You know what? We'll stick a light there. There. And there. Alright. What I'll do is I'll just angle those off for the moment. We'll be doing a bit more shaping on it, but I'll just do this just at the moment. Go. Okay. So, let's have a look. Comes down, it can land on this level here. So the idea will be basically flying craft come in through the top, and you also exit through the top, and this will be the landing area, this will be the hangar area for those. Down below, down here, will be the area for the hover vessel, and also our utility things, so like our generator, constructor, all of that sort of thing will be down here. This won't be here, this will all be empty. In here it'll just be a circular area. So the mining platform and the small vessel can come in here. And then around the edges, what I want to do, this will all be shaped, so basically it'll look roughly like, oh God knows what it's going to look like. Maybe a UFO mothership, maybe? I don't know. Something like that. But this will be shaped down, and then this section here will go around, all the way around the outside, and that'll be like a tunnel going around. And that's where I'm a bit undecided whether to have some of the utilities down here or whether to have the utilities up the top here, because as we go around, basically we could lead it round into a room and then off around another corridor, and then at this end here, this will be the cockpit area. So that's the idea of it at the moment. It's looking pretty unwieldy at the moment, and it's pretty tall. It's a pretty tall build. Bit worried about landing the thing, I'd have to be honest. I've got a funny feeling it's going to topple over at some stage, so we're going to have to be careful where we land it. But I think the next thing we now need to do is I need to move this core, even if it's to somewhere that's not going to be its final place. And to do that, of course, I'm going to need to go and make a new one, aren't I? So that means back to the planet. Okay. Alright. Where are we in relation to our home? Our home is over this way. There it is, coming into view. Need to do a bit of work on their distant block view. I mean, I'm getting quite a few. Like you can see there, it's only when you come in close that the textures really pop in. There we go. Home sweet home. Oop. think I went the long way round. Alright, so you see here I've got it making a lot of ingots and things. Been out mining. Get it to make a core. And we can go back to making. I like to have, I know you don't need to have things in ingots. It's, I don't know, it's just something with me. I just like to have the ingots, not just the ore. For some reason it makes more sense to me if I can see what ingots I've got rather than what ores I've got. So go. Something to eat. You know what, we can go there. Alright. Just get a bit of oxygen. Good. Still got to sort this part out in here. Get a bit overgrown. What the hell is that there? It's bizarre. Oh well, anyway, it's gone now. Alright, we'll head back up. There it is. Oh no, that's the space station. Whoops. Going the wrong way. Alright, we'll head over this way. Alright, this is the right one this time. Alright. So we just orientate ourselves, that's it. Right. Alright, there goes our timer. Alright. Let's bring ourselves around. So the first thing that needs to go is the cockpit. And then we can take the core out. And what I'll do is I will put the core in here. So this is likely to be where the where the cockpit area will be. Now this probably won't be where the core stays, but it's good a place as any at the moment. We may need to move it again, but now that we've got a core here, basically because we've destroyed the core, we can go to our small constructor on the small vessel here and make another one. Right, so we've got lights there, I think what we'll do, because we're going to lose some light, is we will just put some down on the floor down here. And so we've still got some light. Alright. Actually, we probably don't need to take those out. They can stay there. Alright, what we want to do is we just want to start filling this in now. Just so at least we've got the floor levels. In. We're going to want elevators down, and I'm thinking that basically what we would want is you'd want an elevator. There'd probably be an entrance from each of the hallways here on the 4 points, so you probably want an elevator down at that point as well. Right, there's that. Okay, so these ones here need to come out. So that'll be the floor of the hangar itself. Okay, so some of these need to come out. Oh, don't take the hangar door out. This will give us a better idea as to the height, because the main consideration I was having was if we're coming in from the top here, which actually looks like the bottom at the moment just because of our orientation, but the main consideration I was having was if we're coming in from the top, we need to make sure we're low enough when we land to not be triggering the door, because we don't want it closed. We don't want to open while we're flying. We want that to stay shut, but then we want to be able to lift off as well. So that gives us an idea. All right, what I'm going to do is just stick some up here. So we've got some light up at this section. Alright, next thing we want to do is probably want to shape the inside of this, and I think to do that we're going to need to put in, use these ones. That's it. Stick one of those in the corners. It's a little bit long, isn't it? Don't think anything's going to help us with that. I think we're just going to have to put up with it. Just no, I can't cope with that. I'm going to have to... Maybe this one needs to go back. And then stick another one of those in. Something like that. And then we need to do the same on this side. Because yeah, I'm not gonna be able to, personally, I'm not gonna be able to cope with it overhanging like that. There's a little bit of an overhang here, but I can ignore. The other one I can't. There, and that one in there. Actually, we'll that one in there. In there. All right. You know what, guys? I've already overrun this video. Main thing I wanted to get done in this video was putting those doors in at the top. So I'll continue just shaping this bottom area here. Next thing will be basically just putting the walls up on this area, and then we need to start working on this outer surrounding area. Once we get the outer surrounding area, we should get a better idea of how the whole thing's going to end up looking. So, as I said, the only thing I'm really concerned about at this stage is it's actually a very high build. It's very tall. So, yeah, we're going to have to watch out when we're landing the thing. But we'll see how we go. So, I hope you've enjoyed what you've watched. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you all next time. I'm Raid 0AU, signing out.